Mother's Day 2022, and we are here at Darlington Raceway for a very special event. The Goodyear 400 NASCAR Throwback Weekend. It's good to be here. My second trip ever to Darlington, but my first Throwback Weekend. Today, we're gonna be looking at some throwback paint schemes up close. We've got the first ever Out of the Groove fan meetup coming soon at the ROXOR tent, and we should get the chance to at least talk to one Cup Series driver today. Sky's the limit. The truck race was great on Friday night. Last night was the ROXOR 200. Today is the Goodyear 400. It's a fantastic weekend for racing, and I'm excited to have all of you join me on this fantastic Mother's Day. Wow, they even got flowers out here. That's very nice. Oh yes, this is one of my favorite retro schemes. We saw a throwback to this a couple of years ago. Neil Bonnet, the Wood Brothers. This Oldsmobile's got eyes. Gosh, imagine the things it's seen over the years. Oh my gosh, remote control racing. Holy cow. Riding the wall over here. Whoa, that was a near miss. Ooh, I could watch these all day. Why is this so entertaining to me? Oh my, oh no, they're all involved. I could sit there and watch that all day. I hope the actual race is that entertaining. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR, has taken over the esports stage. They got iRacing set up, and it wouldn't be Throwback Weekend without some throwback games. Oh, Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. Galaga was my favorite. I need two hands to play Galaga. I can't play and hit fire. Trying to play with one hand is not easy. I don't know how you can do this. Daytona, USA. How did they even get all these things out here? This is awesome. Wow, Kurt Busch is out here and nobody even realizes it. What the heck? Bobby Allison just coming away from an autograph session. Holy cow, how did he already get a whole bumper off of Eric Jones's car? This is awesome. We've got an Out of the Groove tent inside the ROXOR setup. I'm joined by Rich Ansell, the VP of Marketing, correct, for ROXOR. So why Darlington? You guys are the title sponsor of the Xfinity race. What makes this track special and a good choice to be a title sponsor?
Well, Darlington was an easy choice for us. You know, Mahindra Tractors and Mahindra ROXOR, you know, our core brand positioning is around the word tough. Darlington Raceway is the track that's too tough to tame. So there was a nice synergy with that, and it was an opportunity for us to raise our brand awareness, and the NASCAR audience, they like tractors and they like rugged side-by-sides like ROXOR is. So it's just a good fit in terms of who our buyers are.
We just wrapped up the meetup here. I didn't get a whole lot of video, got a few little photos here and there. It was overwhelming. We had dozens and dozens. I mean, we might have had over 100 people show up. I've never had a line of people, you know, to come say hi, talk a little racing, get photos and stuff. That was surreal. So really appreciate all of you who came out to the meetup. And if you weren't able to make it, maybe I'll bring this to a track near you sometime soon. This was a success. So proof that it can happen and it can work. So I really appreciate those of you who showed up today. That was awesome, and I hope it was worth it. Really appreciate ROXOR having us out. This was awesome. This was great. Now let's head into the track because I want to see some throwback schemes. We're getting escorted into the driver's lot now. I'm going to talk to Chase Briscoe, driver of the Mahindra number 14. Chase, it's Throwback Weekend at Darlington, so I got to ask you first and foremost, what went into your awesome throwback scheme, and what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so honestly, Stuart Haas Mahindra kind of came up with 3 or 4 different options, and the one that just kind of made the most sense to us was the one that we obviously went with, was the 2001 Indy 500 car. Has a lot of cool connections. Obviously the Tony connection, he was my hero growing up, and then you have the Indianapolis connection. I'm from Indiana. The month of May is special for that reason, but then, you know, Mahindra's motto is the official tractor tough, and it was a pretty tough thing that Tony did, you know, not only running both races, but actually finishing both from start to finish. So yeah, it just kind of made sense to go with. It looks really cool. You know, the lightning bolt, it's a super simple scheme. It's literally all red with just one lightning bolt on the side, but it looks super good.
This is your second year now in the Cup Series. What's the biggest difference? Obviously it's a whole new car, but that's a big one. But aside maybe from that, or you can talk about that a little bit if you want, what's the biggest difference being a sophomore compared to being a freshman?
Yeah, I think just the confidence level that goes along with it. I mean, you're never ready to move up to the Cup Series, and you get humbled really, really quickly. I feel like your freshman year, you know, everybody just races you so hard. And the second year, at least for me, I feel like I kind of belong, and I know these guys now. Like, I see them, I talk to them. You're just not as starstruck anymore. So for me, I think there's just a lot of confidence that has kind of came along with being here the second year. And then obviously being able to win a race, that confidence helps, you know, it even gets higher. So that'd be the biggest thing for me. I just feel like I belong a lot more. I still don't feel like I'm necessarily, you know, a Cup guy for the rest of my career. I got to have results to kind of stay here, but I definitely feel like I belong a little bit more than I did my freshman year. I was just so eyes wide open the whole first year.
Sure, yeah. Well, your story's remarkable from how much you've had to scrap and grind your whole career. It's great to see you having success in the Cup Series. Last question is Mother's Day, of course, and we saw your mother got to be involved in the opening ceremonies yesterday. How cool was that for her, and how important has she been in your racing journey?
Yeah, it was really cool, first off, what Mahinder did to let her kind of do that. She's done a lot of different things in racing, but never anything like that. So that was cool for her. You know, I think the coolest thing was she got to ride out in the pace car, and she was telling me she couldn't believe how much banking there was on this track. You know, doesn't even really have that much banking. So yeah, she's done a ton. You know, she sacrificed a lot of weekends going to the racetrack, you know, watching me and everything else. Then my wife now being a mother and having it all come full circle where Mother's Day weekend is at Darlington with everything we've gone through is just it's cool to have them both here. And then my wife's mom's even here this weekend, so we got a lot of moms this weekend. So it's definitely cool, and hopefully we can give them a good show.
Special day, special event. Well, thanks for your time, Chase. Good luck this weekend. Good luck today, I guess. We'll be watching.
Yeah, should be fun.
Oh yes, gotta start out with one of the best, the #1 car. Ross Chastain throwing it back to Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Japan scheme from 1998. I love the polar bear, and right behind him, this is a very recognizable car, of course, Jeff Gordon's 2007 DuPont Flame scheme, being represented by William Byron today. And it looks good. I saw some people talking, I think this car is wrapped. I don't know if this car is painted. I don't have a skilled enough eye to know if this car is painted or wrapped. But it looks bright, the blue and red, or reddish orange, whatever. I mean, the colors look good. I know you guys get bored of the petty throwbacks, but I love this one. The color looks great. I love the number on the nose. Eric Jones, that Jones boy. Wow, they brought that nickname over. I love it. The classic decals, the retro designs, and they got a number on the deck lid. They really committed on this one. I love it. You know, it's weird seeing the Valvoline, the Roush Mark Martin colors on a Chevy. But credit to Ally, they did a pretty solid job, all things considered. It's just weird that you got the Valvoline logo right here. It's a Valvoline scheme that they're throwing it back to, but Valvoline's not the primary. I get it, Ally pays a lot of money. That's just weird. It's just a little strange to me. Oh, we got ourselves a showstopper right here. The DeWalt 17 is back on a racetrack. Oh my gosh, the old Robbie Reiser, Matt Kenseth font in its black and yellow goodness. Throwback to his 2004 DeWalt scheme. Kind of a random choice, but man, I'm just excited. I'm stoked to see that 17 on track again, like that specific style. This is the normal 17, that Buescher, where's that? That Buescher usually runs. It looks like this. That's the old Matt Kenseth one that he ran back in his days with Robbie Reiser, Reiser Enterprises, his early NASCAR career. God, that'll always be synonymous with Matt Kenseth for me. You cannot look at that 17 and tell me that's not Matt Kenseth. And he's got a little Texas flag on his, over his the driver's side window. And this is like, this scheme was made for me. My logo is yellow and black primarily, and that's because of that old black and yellow 17. So that's pretty cool. A personal favorite for sure. We got some good ones right here. Ty Dillon, another solid Petty GMS throwback to Lee Petty. Behind him, Denny Hamlin. This one looks pretty recent, pretty familiar. His 2016 scheme that he won the Daytona 500 in. Remember that photo finish between him and Truex. This actually looks pretty good with the number slid forward. They adjusted the FedEx logo a little, I think, to fill the space, but this actually looks pretty good. Like, they could pass this for a 2022 scheme, and I'd believe it. Another 2004 Roush scheme. This one's Mark Martin. This one, the slid forward door number kind of messes with this one a little bit. You got a lot of empty space over here as a result, but still, if I just look at it right here, that's Mark Martin. So many great throwback schemes. And we've got the yin to Ross Chastain's yang. Daniel Suarez is throwing it back to the car Dale Earnhardt, senior, I should say, drove in Japan back in the late 90s. One of my favorites this weekend as well. They just got the colors exactly right on this Jeff Burton throwback. Good looking Toyota rides right here. Kyle Busch throwing it back to 1998. And Kurt Busch throwing it back to 1996, I believe. Logano in the media center yesterday was very excited to talk about his throwback. Throwback to, I think, his first race car. So that's pretty cool. As strict as NASCAR is about the silliest things, I'm shocked they let this door number slide. 777, Marty Robbins throwback for Corey LaJoie. This one's great, and the colors look good. It's like a matte finish here in person. I don't know how well you can see that through the camera, but it's sleek. This thing looks great. Okay, walking up to this one's actually kind of trippy. Like, I know this car is only a few years old. Like, this scheme hasn't ran only back in like 2013, 2014, but this Clint Boyer 5-hour energy throwback looks very accurate. That's pretty neat. And starting out near the back today is Chase Elliott, who wrecked in practice, and you'll notice they didn't get to finish the throwback scheme. They only had enough wrap to do the side, so he's got a white hood, white roof, but otherwise, yeah, that throwback design is sort of kind of still there. These Hendrick cars keep wrecking in practice and having to go to white paint schemes on Sunday. Do you see that? Oh, RFK even has the old Matt Kenseth font on their pit banner. The old Roush Racing logo. Oh, that's so cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, you've seen some of my favorite throwback schemes, but I want to know what your favorite is down in the comment section below. A little behind the scenes here, Chris Myers, Clint Boyer, and Bobby Labonte talking to the cameras. Oh, they even got kind of like a cue card almost. These outfits, man, why do they all look like they work at a bowling alley? Richard Petty hanging out. I think he's, is he waving the green flag today? Cool. It's been a busy, busy weekend from yesterday, ROXOR 200, getting to see Justin Allgaier celebrating Victory Lane in person, to seeing all these throwback schemes here today. The meetup, which was a huge success. I was worried nobody was gonna show up and it was gonna be a total waste of time. This has been a tremendous weekend. And Darlington, it's a historic, tremendous facility. I keep using that word because this is a bucket list track. If you're a longtime race fan or even a new race fan, I suggest adding Darlington to your upcoming race list sooner rather than later. Whether it's the spring race, if they keep doing the throwback weekend on Mother's Day, or if it's the fall race, the Southern 500, one of the great crown jewels of the sport. So next up, green flag. Hopefully it's a good race. Hopefully these clouds don't get any scarier. Is that? Oh no, that's just a light. I thought that was the Goodyear blimp for a first second. Looking through, I was like, oh, that blimp keeps popping up out of nowhere. You never know where it's gonna be next. Oh. I'm telling you, this thing is sneaky. Look at it. Whoa, just flying on out of there. It was behind cover. No longer. What a race, what a finish. Not sure if you can hear it over all the engine sounds, but the fans booing Logano loudly. I gotta see a clear replay. Looked like a dirty move in my opinion. They were saying that maybe Byron rubbed into Logano on a restart. I still don't think that justifies just driving through a guy flat out with 2 laps to go. Didn't even try to pass him, kind of caught him and just plowed into him. I'm sure TV caught it, but Jeff Gordon was the first guy to William Byron when he got out of the car. Byron looked obviously flustered, didn't have anything nice to say about Logano on TV. A fitting end to a flashy and exciting Darlington throwback weekend. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you to ROXOR for having us out and letting us do that awesome meetup earlier, getting us to talk to Chase Briscoe. That was great. And thank you to all of you for watching. Without you, I wouldn't get to do awesome things like this. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you all at Texas Motor Speedway for the All-Star race in just a couple of weeks. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for watching.